boastful. His I think his God is the material things, money, everything like that.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys ever talk outside the ring?
I'm pity with him. I'm pity with him.
Speaking bad about my company, I'm not a liar. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I work hard to build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
They said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes.
Manny Pacquiao has criticized Floyd Mayweather over his reported $500 million scam and reckless spending, saying, "I pity him." While Pacquiao acknowledges Mayweather's boxing talent, he condemns his obsession with materialism, flashy lifestyle, and belief that wealth determines a person's value. Pacquiao emphasizes the importance of principles over money, suggesting that true legacy is not measured by riches.
At the beginning of this conversation, you say, I don't like boastful people. How was it like fighting Mayweather then? Did he get on your nerves? Because I feel like he's a little bit more boastful than the people you might be wanting to hang out with.
It's kind of, yeah, he's boastful. He's I think his God is the material things, money, everything like that.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys ever talk outside the ring?
I'm pity with him. I'm pity with him because I want to share the word of God in him if he believe God.
Yeah. I've heard he's a generous man. I think he's done good things. I think sometimes, you know, he kind of reminds me of like a lot of people are like this, by the way, including myself. I'm not just saying him. I'm including myself. The man who goes up to Jesus and says, "What should I do to get into heaven?" He says, "Sell all your belongings." And he walked away crying because he couldn't sell his belongings.
Exactly.
I feel like that sometimes too when I'm working for my wife or I'm working for my family. But then the conviction of like, all right, you got to make sure you're doing it the honest way, the right way, the loving way, not the cheap and easy way. Sometimes people, they try to do both.
There's a discipline, a balance, like discipline, control yourself. Like, for example, you're earning money. So what I did is like, you know, I help the church. I give the 10% to the church, helping the church to run and establish more churches. And the 10% separate to help the poor people, building houses, giving a sustainable livelihood, like that. Just manage the financial.
Floyd Mayweather has firmly denied all scam allegations, calling them completely false. He revealed that this is his first time pursuing legal action and has filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against Business Insider. The lawsuit specifically names Insider Incorporated and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants in the New York case. Mayweather claims the media is unfairly targeting him in an effort to harm his reputation and legacy.
So I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me. But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
As Floyd Mayweather deals with scandals involving bankruptcy rumors and alleged scams, Manny Pacquiao has criticized his obsession with exhibition paydays over building a true boxing legacy. Pacquiao suggested that Mayweather's arrogance is finally catching up with him. He emphasized that true champions are defined by humility, not by flashy wealth. Pacquiao reminded fans that greatness is earned in the ring, not shown off through diamonds, private jets, or constant self-promotion. A real legacy, he said, is built through quiet actions, not loud displays.
The fighter is, I believe his name's Conor McGregor, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him? And if you have, what do you think of that? Just him as a fighter and then that whole Mayweather wanting to fight him.
I don't want to make that story.
You can be modest.
I don't want to make the story big and the issues big. So I just want to. I want to keep my mouth shut.
Floyd Mayweather has long presented himself as the picture of flawless financial success, but recent findings from the Internal Revenue Service suggest otherwise. While Mayweather publicly claims that all his financial obligations are settled, IRS documents indicate he still owes millions in unpaid taxes. This isn't a matter of minor discrepancies or delayed filings. These figures point to a serious and looming financial liability. The contrast between Mayweather's public image and the reality of his finances is becoming increasingly clear, leading many to believe his bold declarations are more about protecting his brand than revealing the truth. As evidence of instability grows, it's getting harder to separate his flashy lifestyle from the financial troubles beneath it.
Imagine getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem. So they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your comment.
In recent years, Mayweather has relied heavily on exhibition matches as a key source of income, often supported by high-profile sponsors. Some of the most lucrative deals came from cryptocurrency companies eager to leverage his global fame. While sponsorship money poured in, concerns soon surfaced about the integrity and legitimacy of several crypto projects he endorsed. Reports suggest that Mayweather either didn't fully understand these ventures or failed to properly vet them. As a result, he has faced criticism for prioritizing quick paydays over responsibility, inadvertently promoting financial pitfalls to his followers. His involvement in these crypto deals underscores a familiar pattern, chasing profit over principle.
Investing in crypto is the cool thing to do right now. So Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather just had their fight. Logan went 8 rounds with the 50-0 Mayweather, but look at their shorts. So first of all, here is Logan's shorts that he wore. He had Blockfolio as a sponsor, which, you know, we all track our portfolios on Blockfolio, and he also had Superbid. Superbid is some kind of random coin that sponsored Logan. And their whole website right now is just about how they sponsored him. But let's take a look at Floyd's shorts. Floyd Mayweather was sponsored by Ethereum Max, which is just some random ass coin that paid Floyd to put them on his shorts. As you can see, it's one of those 0.00 shit coins. It's down 10% even after the promo. So I obviously don't recommend buying any of those coins. But you can see that Floyd and Logan were both sponsored by crypto companies, which is honestly pretty cool for an event this big.
Floyd Mayweather isn't the only celebrity caught up in crypto controversies, but his involvement has heightened concerns about stars endorsing financial products without proper oversight. When a figure of Mayweather's stature puts his name behind a cryptocurrency, it gives the project an air of legitimacy that many fans accept without question. Unfortunately, several of these ventures have proven to be unstable or outright scams. The lack of regulation in the crypto space makes it easy for bad actors to exploit celebrity endorsements as bait. Mayweather's repeated participation in these questionable deals has only intensified calls for stronger consumer protections and stricter guidelines on financial endorsements within the worlds of entertainment and sports.
people executing these scams are like Anon people hiding behind a Pepe avatar. And of course, there's a laundry list of famous influencers, Logan Paul, Kim Kardashian's, David Dobrik, that have all endorsed these absolute shitcoin scam casino rugs that leaves their investors high and dry because they paid them a bunch of money up front and maybe they didn't know any better because it's such a nascent space. But I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist. Now, everybody knows Floyd's an opportunist. He's an entrepreneur. He likes to make money. He always has money, talks about money. That's his shtick. That's his persona. That's fine. You can make money. You can be a hustler. You can get paid a bunch to box, do whatever you want. But you got to draw the line somewhere.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn didn't hold back when commenting on Mayweather's current career choices. While he praised Floyd's undeniable brilliance in the ring, he pointed out a concerning shift, trading competitive bouts for staged exhibitions. According to Hearn, this move isn't motivated by legacy or a genuine love for the sport, but likely by necessity. With major sponsorships and blockbuster pay-per-view events no longer guaranteed, Mayweather may be scrambling to maintain his financial standing. Exhibition fights, offering low risk and high reward, appear to have become his primary strategy for staying afloat.
I'm gonna tell you why I like Eddie. So one day, somebody, because you know I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money. That's why he doing exhibitions. No, Eddie don't believe that now. Yeah.
But Eddie will say some shit like that. Man.
Eddie will say some shit like that. But one thing, don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear. Didn't we, Eddie? Yeah. One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less. Can't be less than 10. Because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold on.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter. You know what I'm saying? Two hungry fuckers for money.
Mayweather's former friend and longtime rival, 50 Cent, added fuel to the fire by publicly mocking Floyd's recent claims about his property ownership. He openly questioned whether the high-value real estate Floyd boasts about even exists under his name. While this isn't the first time the rapper has taken shots at Mayweather, the timing of his remarks, amid swirling rumors of financial trouble, made them hit even harder. His comments echoed growing public suspicion that Mayweather's displays of wealth might be more about appearance than reality. By challenging the authenticity of Floyd's assets, 50 Cent amplified the narrative that Mayweather's empire may be built more on image than substance.
Did Floyd Mayweather make a good real estate deal? Let's break it down really quick so you can understand. Yes, the fuck he did. Let's start off with the purchase price. He bought 1,000 units for $402 million. What's the math? 402 million. Let's say 400 million divided by 1,000 units. That's what, people? $400,000. Okay, follow me. Now, rent in New York is about $3,000 to $4,000 for a 2 or 3 bedroom. Crazy, I know. That's how they living though. Now keep up. 400,000. What's 1% of 400,000? All right, that's $4,000. In real estate, there's something called the 1% rule, which means if something is 1% of the purchase price in rent, that means it is a cash flowing possibility opportunity. So he has a cash flowing property straight out the gate. We're not going to mention the hundreds of millions of dollars in tax exemptions he will get for this property. It's a win for Floyd. He doesn't lose.
Mayweather's troubles, according to Chael Sonnen, aren't about a lack of earnings, but about reckless spending. Sonnen argues that Floyd didn't fall short in making money. He simply failed to manage it wisely. From luxury cars to gambling and other high-end indulgences, Sonnen believes Mayweather's unchecked spending habits have finally caught up with him. He stressed that no amount of wealth can withstand constant excess without limits. Sonnen's remarks highlight a broader concern that Mayweather's success may ultimately be undone by his inability to rein in his appetite for extravagance.
Any chance that Floyd Mayweather actually steps into a UFC octagon or some cage somewhere and takes in MMA fights?
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box, when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Mayweather revolutionized the way boxers sell fights by embracing the role of the villain, arrogant, boastful, and unapologetic. He turned public hatred into profit, with fans paying not just to watch him win, but often in hopes of seeing him lose. While this strategy proved financially successful, it came at a cost. Over time, it blurred the line between persona and reality. Rather than being universally admired for his skill, Mayweather became a symbol of controversy and ego. Though lucrative, his legacy lacks the widespread respect given to more humble champions. Logan Paul, who faced Mayweather in an exhibition bout, voiced a question many share. If Floyd is truly as wealthy as he claims, why does he keep taking non-serious fights? Exhibition matches were once viewed as beneath elite fighters, yet Mayweather has embraced them repeatedly. Paul's point hints at an uncomfortable truth. Mayweather may not be fighting for fun, but out of financial necessity.
Now he's fighting Deji? Is he broke? Is Mayweather broke?
Are y'all new here?
Yeah.
Is he broke?
Yeah.
He's broke.
Yes.
That makes sense.
No, he's not. Jeff shaking his
Yes,
head.
he
No,
is,
he's
Jeff.
Not
Jeff,
broke.
why is he doing these bullshit fights just to make money? Why don't you take a seat, manager Jeff, and tell us why Floyd Mayweather is taking random fights?
Let me ask you a question just to lead him in. if you have $100 million net worth and somebody offers you another 20, are you gonna say, nah, I got 100 already?
No.
Okay. So what's the fucking question? Homie's taking the bags, and the Deji bag is a big one, buddy.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know. Is it?
Dubai, yeah.
You're
Probably another 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, why not
He
take
pays
that
Deji
bag, bro?
Zero.
I was gonna say Deji's
Zero.
cut of this fight my guess
Even
was
if he pays him $700,000.
my guess was
Still got
Mayweather's post-retirement career reflects a shift where the business of boxing now outweighs its spirit. His bout with Logan Paul, while financially successful, did little to enhance the sport itself. It was entertainment disguised as competition. Critics argue that Mayweather has prioritized short-term profits over making a meaningful, lasting contribution to boxing. There's a clear absence of mentorship or genuine support for the next generation of fighters. Instead, Floyd seems more focused on staying in the spotlight than investing in the sport's future, a choice that benefits him personally but distances him from the values that define true boxing legends. Deji, who once faced Mayweather in the ring, offered a revealing glimpse into the man behind the brand. He recalled how a casual comment from a fan triggered an exaggerated, defensive reaction from Floyd. Rather than brushing it off, Mayweather became visibly unsettled. This moment of emotional vulnerability suggested that, despite his achievements, he remains deeply affected by how the public perceives him.
I'm not asking how much, but did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And now you have fought him.
Yeah.
You got some of it at least.
I mean, I just have better manager, agent, all of that.
Although you may not have done it if Logan had just been paid, right? Like maybe you needed Logan to...
No, it's because it's like, remember when I fought Vinny Hackett?
No, yeah, true. No one at that event got paid.
Everyone apart from
you and Gibb, right?
Yeah, me and Gibb, we got paid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Shout out manager.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we say his name?
Yeah, say his name, yeah.
Shout out Lib Chiverano.
Man like
Chiverano.
Can we say his name?
Floyd Mayweather's brand has been built on extravagant displays of wealth, from private jets to million-dollar watches. His life is a constant showcase of luxury. But behind the flash and glamour lies a deeper question. What happens when the cameras stop rolling? His identity has become so closely linked to material possessions that any decline in his finances could threaten his very sense of self. When a person's public image revolves entirely around what they own, even a minor financial setback can feel like a personal crisis.
Magic. Sonnen isn't alone either, with financial lawsuits, unpaid jewelry bills, and the crypto scam lawsuit haunting his name. The money brand seems to be leaking from all sides. Floyd Mayweather has always been the face of untouchable wealth in boxing. He turned luxury into a lifestyle, turning his nickname Money into an entire identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, the cracks in that image are beginning to show, and they're showing faster than anyone expected. Mayweather is broke, but no one's openly saying it yet, except his old rival.
Wow. I don't understand. Why the need to package these things Africans, black people do, packaging. They appear to be, why do you want to appear to be rich instead of be rich? I'm not into this. I mean, you just propaganda. It's just said he bought 400 million deal with the 62 flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that? Just live your life and enjoy. Nobody cares how much Bugatti you got. Nobody cares about how much Ferrari or how much watch your watch cost 18 million, whatever. Nobody cares. These are all liabilities. As soon as you buy the watch, you can't sell it for 18 million again. It's not physically possible. It's not an asset. He's gonna go bankrupt soon. But anyway, I wish him all the best. It is what it is.